The medieval times are filled with rich history and evolution. Take the medical industry, for example. Medieval doctors helped revolutionize it and pave the way for the advancements we have today. However, because those times were often filled with chaos, corruption, and a lack of resources, it's no surprise that many of these medieval doctors did things that we would frown upon in today's society. Today, let's look at some of the funny things that medieval doctors have done throughout the years. But first, before we begin this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more daily tips like this, and turn on notifications so you never miss our new videos. Number 1. I give up. The patients in this picture look like they're in severe pain, and they are. This is a depiction of the Bubonic Plague, found in German language Bible from 1411 in Toggenburg, Switzerland. The doctor, however, is either praying for the patients or he's throwing in the towel, and he's just done with everything and ready to switch careers. Imagine that. You're sitting there dying of the plague, and your medicine man just throws up his hands and gives up. The Middle Ages. What a time to be alive. Or dead, I guess. Number 2. Extremely Professional. In this painting, we apparently see how they used to make video game consoles in the Middle Ages. We're kidding, of course. But you know that old saying, X marks the spot? Well, in this picture, it looks like the doctor has become the pirate and wants to find out where the hidden treasure is inside. We wonder if he'll find any treasure. And will the patient survive the surgery to split it? It's from the medieval times, so this patient probably didn't survive getting turned into an Xbox. Number 3. Halloween. The medicine man in this painting looks like he would be amazing at carving pumpkins. We guess in the medieval days, you'd start with carving a human's head before you'd work your way up to pumpkins. It makes sense based on this picture alone. Medieval heads didn't bleed at all, so they were perfect for practicing your carving skills. God, don't you just love the 21st century? Number 4. Drinky Doc. This picture doesn't take place in medieval times, but it does take place in a time where doctors would be drunk while performing a diagnosis on their patients. We mean, if he's able to pick up a telephone and dial a number, we're sure he's perfectly capable of conducting surgery. In addition, drinking does rhyme with thinking, so doctors do need to think when they perform surgery. Number 5. Say ah. We've all been to the dentist, but we can assure you going to the dentist in the medieval times would be quite the adventure. If you're required to have a tooth removed, chances are the dentist didn't have any anesthesia and would literally just rip the tooth out of your mouth. Or, if you want to interpret this illustration literally, he'd use some kind of giant tooth serpent to pull them out. Number 6. Puke and Rally. When you've had a long night of drinking and the doctor doesn't want to get any vomit on his new robe, but he also wants to be a supportive medical professional, so he claps and dances while you puke, just so you don't feel too self-conscious. What did he even eat? Blonde hair? Number 7. Anybody want to try surgery? In today's medical field, surgeons have many assistants. If you've seen a surgery room, you'll notice that they have someone for every station and task. This picture tells us that in medieval times, good help was hard to come by. So if a doctor needed assistance, he would just ask the closest group of drunk people for help. How did the human race even survive centuries 14 through 18? Number 8. A little off the top. When you're dying of the plague, so the town sends the local healer and medicine woman to cut your hair and hope that maybe solves all your problems. Look on the bright side. You get a haircut and possibly, maybe, a cure. Talk about killing 2 birds with 1 stone. After this, you'd be the prettiest villager in all of the Middle Ages. Thanks, strange barber medicine woman. Number 9. Open wide, Mary. When you're a saint with a literal halo around your head, but you still have tooth problems, we really hope the hands being tied were for safety purposes and not some disgusting fantasy that a doctor has. Is this even a dental procedure? Or is it just a torture method? Trick question. In medieval times, the two were one and the same. Number 10. Don't worry about it. When your doctor is operating and two other physicians are right next to you asking why his other patients did not survive this procedure, it looks like he's a little too confident poking holes into that guy's skull and saying, "He's fine, he's just a little whiny baby." Don't listen to his anguished hallowing. Keep poking at his brain. Once he stops making any sound at all, then we know it's worked. Once again, thank your lucky stars that you were born in this century. Number 11. Bloodletting. When your physician needs to heal you of some ailment, so he opens a literal hole in your veins and drains you until you pass out. A real medical procedure from those days, by the way. It was called bloodletting. We're sure they always cured all the patients that were bloodlet. And by curing, we mean bled them to literal death, because that's not how you cure diseases. Number 12. Trust me. When you go to the doctor's hut with a dislocated arm, and he says, "This worked that one time, trust me," while you're standing there laughing but in pain. Today we know that popping a dislocated arm back in place works, but it makes you think, how many tries did a doctor take who'd never done it before? Ugh. Number 13. Oops. When your doctor, who's supposed to be experienced in this field, pokes the wrong part of your head, making you see your life flash before your eyes. He probably only went in to have a wart removed, but ended up without his entire frontal lobe. Reminder, never complain about your doctor ever again. Number 14. Big baby. When your doctor says, "Let's go get that baby out," but all you're concerned about is doing another pull-up off the chandelier. Is it us, or were newborn babies the size of 5-year-olds back in the medieval times? No wonder she looked like her soul left her body hours ago. Number 15. We prefer ours scrambled. When your doctor asks you to peel his boiled egg so he can eat it, after a while, he attempts to fix your eye by poking it. This poor guy doesn't want to be peeling a boiled egg or having his retina savaged by a metal stick. Or maybe the boiled egg is part of the cure. Who are we to say? Number 16. The EP to me of class. When your doctor says, "Yep, your urine tastes normal," you have nothing to worry about. The best part of this picture is the relieved look on the man's face and the way he's holding the doctor's hand with the utmost trust. You know what? We're gonna book an appointment with my family doctor just to remind myself that we're lucky that we'll never have to die of a fever. Number 17. Battleborn. When your doctor is trying to do a diagnosis while an epic battle is taking place right next to him. Talk about working under pressure. We hope that the doctor got a raise after this. It's well deserved. Number 18. Quick operation. It's time for your operation. Take a knee, and I'm just going to start cutting. How would you react if that's how your doctor prepared to repair a compound fracture in your skull? Doc, we swear you're cutting too much skin. He only came to see you because he had a migraine. Number 19. Tough times. In today's day and age, wounds by knives and guns are treatable. But imagine, you were this individual impaled by 2 giant arrows, and you went up to the doctor and asked, "What can you do?" To us, it seems like the doctor is saying, "Sorry buddy, but you're on your own." Number 20. Brain teasers. To us, it looks like both doctors are looking at each other and asking, "Did you just poke his brain?" Well, when you're digging into a person's head, we're sure you're bound to strike gold at some point. Bonus points go to the generous artist who had to draw the patient's ripped abdomen. God bless. And that's it. What did you think of our compilation? Did these wacky pictures of medieval doctors make you laugh a little? Let us know in the comment section below what you thought. Enjoyed this video? Hit like, share, and subscribe to What the Facts. Wait, why don't you fact off with these other awesome videos? Go ahead, choose the left or the right video and enjoy.